I feel like my microphone's still not in the right spot. My microphone. Well, my camera still looks weird too, but he's fine. I heard a Karen earlier. I don't know where she went. Oh, she may have died on one of the spikes. Never mind, that might be what happened to her.
Gets shit shot.
It's all good? Hey, streaming. According to my phone.
You or I, or both.
Hmm?
Nothing. I'm just messing. I said you or I, or both.
Oh.
Alright, let's see, where would we at? What was you doing?
Damn you, Stardew Valley, for having different hotkeys. Yeah, no kidding. Going back and forth between all of the games and having different hotkeys is kind of frustrating. Okay, I need to focus on getting some food in me and then getting missions done because I need some mods for my weapons. Would be a good start. Did you just do?
Damn. I'm looking at the back of your computer.
Are you trying to put your camera underneath my desk? That's not okay. Do not do that.
Come over there. You got your leg up? Oh, I can see your kneecap.
Stop looking at my kneecaps. That's private business, my kneecaps. Uh-oh. When I stood up, the other desk is a glass top desk, so when I stood up, because the chairs have got like this whole thing that they can do where they sink down a little bit whenever you sit on them, when I stand up, it pops back up and it popped up underneath the glass section of the thing and knocked stuff off the top of it. I have kneecaps? Yeah, I know it's weird, but I do actually have legs back here. I know you guys never see them, but I do have them.
Chaplin's Games just resubscribed for 50.
Chaplin, thank you for the resub! How's everybody doing? I didn't touch your stuff and things. Yeah, that's true. Whenever I get up for letting the kids in and out and stuff like that, y'all could see it's proof. I have legs. Hey, kitty.
Well, I didn't touch you. So,
maybe. Drop those. Oh! Kitty, get a sneaky? A sneaky? A snacky? Oh lord. I shouldn't give her one. She assaulted me earlier because of these damn things.
Okay.
But her mom got onto me. Technically, she belongs to my daughter, so I'm grandma. My daughter got onto me and told her to only give her one snack at a time because she's not healthy weight, I guess. She's thick. With 2 C's. Ballooning? Maybe. The chalk must grow. No. She needs to be healthy. As long as she's healthy, we are okay. No, it's daytime. It just turned daytime. Yeah. Let me get all this stuff put away. I want to go do some missions. Need that. Do I have any repair kits? I usually put them in tools. Do I not have any repair kits? I may not. I have armor and clothing. I really don't need armor and clothing. Okie dokie. Let me get this, and washcloth? Did I have any duct tape already made? 2. For all those who are new, what are the server rules? We have a list of the server. The server rules rarely change at all. The only difference is PvP starts at level 20.
Yeah, but there's somebody else that wants new on Discord. They want to know when the server will be up.
Oh yeah.
And
I probably should put that information.
talk
Like,
about the rules as far as doing missions. Go ahead and go through the POI, tear it down, and then reset it. But then don't tear it down after reset. After the mission.
yeah, what he said.
I don't know if they heard me.
Did y'all hear him? Okay, basically, it is a PvP server. At level 20, you are susceptible to PvP. If you do not wish to be PvP'd, I would recommend not joining the server. Secondly, if you do... well, I mean, that's just the way it is. If you can't handle being PvP, if you get angry about PvP or anything else like that very easily, just simply don't join the server. Just plain and simple. I don't want to have to babysit people. I've got actual babies, well, adults now, basically, but I have babies that I actually raise, so I don't want to have to baby people.
She married one.
I married one. There we go. So as long as you can be an adult and PvP properly and responsibly without trolling, then we're chill. Come and join the server. As far as for immersion's sakes, whenever you go to a mission, if you want to tear down containers, if you want to tear down appliances, if you want to tear down anything before you go in to do your mission, before you activate your mission, go into the building, loot all of the containers, break everything down, come back out, activate the mission, and go back in, but do not break anything. That way, if anybody comes in and they're just roaming through the town, if they just walk into the building, it still looks like a building, not an empty vessel. For nothing. It still looks immersive. We do have a mod for the trees and a mod for the cars, so you can tear down cars and you can cut down trees, and you do not need a tree farm. No tree farms on server because that creates a lot of lag. The trees and the vehicles will come back on their own if you wait long enough.
The little trees up under the cars, do not destroy them.
Yeah, the little things that produce right after you bust a car, if you leave that little thing there, the car will come back. Without trolling, sadly leaves. Oh no, Chaplain got a skirt in a bunch. She thinks she's being cute. I don't know if she actually feels bad for what she did earlier, but I don't believe her either way. I need some wood. Nope, no trolling. Like, be respectful if there's a situation. Okay, like for instance, it's not illegal per se to roll up on someone while you can tell obviously they're doing a mission and go in there and harass them and make them lose their mission. But if you happen to get tagged while you're doing a mission because they're shooting you from across the street and they don't realize you're doing one, as long as you're level 20, that's a fair kill.
Nope.
Now, it's between you and them on whether or not you get back at them. Because, I mean, that's how it goes. 'Tis the apocalypse. Crap happens. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can continue to be cute, but I'm not sure that I forgive you yet, kitty kitties. Yes, and we've also got the PvP tokens. Where's mine at? There it is. These special tokens that will drop whenever somebody kills somebody else, brought to us by Keen. So we can track how many kills people get on the server, and there's going to be a reward for people who are okay.
Okay.
There's somebody in my vicinity. If you do not announce yourself, I will open fire.
Who the hell are you talking to?
There's somebody inside my building.
You cacti.
I kind of feel like someone's drawing my attention so somebody can sneak up behind me.
Are you level 20? Level 20?
Yep.
Go ahead. It's not me.
Sorry, Gray. You did not announce yourself, dude.
Did you just kill Greg?
No, not yet. More like some love taps or something with bullets. He technically shot first. He's inside my house and shot.
Oh shit, he's 27.
You
Your
auto
little
walked
age.
and you're deaf.
Wrong one. Damn it, itchy. Itchy, itchy. Okay.
I'm gonna have a standoff here in my living room.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am now affiliated.
Good. Why are you in my stuff? Get out of my stuff.
You killed Greg again?
No, that was the first time. He's still playing around on my stuff and things.
He's in your house.
Yeah, he was in my house. I would not have shot him, but he shot. Now, technically, he shot the wall, but it was close to me.
Excuses.
Now, you can't roll up on somebody with a gun inside your hand and start sneaking into their abode. It's not okay. I shot for... No, you shot the wall. I have proof. You shot the wall? I have proof. Oh, geez, I'm shouting. Hang on. Wait. Don't do it that way. Dadgummit!
Oh, and that's another thing on the server or on comments.
You shot the wall. I have proof. Huh? I didn't hear you. I was trying to type.
Comments.
Hmm?
He's asking for the rules of the server.
Oh. I did not shoot first. I shot you because you shot my wall. Okay. I'm not sitting inside the house. I would like to have a better vehicle, but I don't have one. Which means chances are I'm gonna get a bedroll check today. It'd be the first time I died on the server.
Me too. I've never done
Yeah, sure. You're still deaf, so you have to reload. Uh-oh, the audio's not working for you?
Greg left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gotta fix his audio. That's probably the reason why he didn't realize he was standing right next to me. No, I do not want your nails in my skin. You have already clawed the hell out of me today. Stop.
Huh.
A shot on the building is a shot at Liz. A shot at Liz's building is a shot at Liz.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of like a warning shot. That's a clear I'm PvPing here. So, I mean...
Oh, ain't no zombies. Why don't I hear zombies?
I do not know. Why are you not hearing zombies?
Go back up, back.
It glitched you out. Maybe that was 7 days saying don't mess with me. And you're just like, yeah, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Hey, you little fella. What's up? There's nothing. Come on, baby.
Lacey, thank you so much for the resub. Oh my gosh.
Subscribed for 17 months. 17 whole months of crazy stuff and thanks.
Thank you for the resub. And I don't know if I said it again after the text-to-talk thing happened, but thank you also, Chaplain, for the resub. I do appreciate it. All of the crazy stuff and things, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything in here that I want to tear up? Do I need pipes and stuff?
Yes, I got a little further away than 1 or 2, so I gotta find another city.
I'm trying to think of what all is in here, if it's worth doing the double loot. I don't think so. I think I just want to do the mission.
Yeah, I moved a bunch of stuff. I don't think I moved all my stuff. Why the hell my phone blowing up?
I don't know. Why is your phone blowing up? Ah. Already? Oh, I was gonna try and be all stealthy and get you, but that didn't happen.
Back.
Welcome back! Bonk.
Yes, I'm wearing sunglasses.
Well, aren't you proud though that was your first death? Well, Gray, I guess you're just gonna have to come back and get me because I haven't died either. Of course, I knew as soon as PvP started, I would make up for that. I would definitely die a lot. Of course, I was not one of the ones who got into a fist fight with a Banshee Queen, so...
Lindsay's here. Oh. Yes, we told me to wear black.
No, you said you were gonna wear your cowboy hat. I was like, you could wear your sunglasses too if you wanted to. I didn't tell you you had to or nothing.
She don't like my eyeballs with glasses on.
I don't like your eyeballs.
With a hat on.
What?
I look like a negative response to the raccoon.
Negative response of a raccoon. What is that?
Around my eyes are white instead of black.
What was the purpose in that?
I
was talking to the dogs, the zombies. They divided and conquered, which was actually kind of disturbing. They had a little bit of technique to their attack. Nope. There we go. Such. So how's everybody's evening going? Lucky strike. Uncover more sparkle. Hit. That was weird. I turned my head and then suddenly the thunder stopped and I was like, wait, that was a weird audio thing. We're doing rough, but you're feeling better? Well, that's good. I was really hoping I would get a little bit extra time to, like, eat, but that did not happen. I kind of got sidetracked. Yep, possibly. Why? This one open? Yeah, this one's open.
Yes, if I was in my other game, I would.
Get it! Oh lord, are all three of them up there? Yeah, all three of them are up there. Lazy day, caught up on some TV, played some games, did a late night grocery run about an hour ago. Nice. You know, it's actually a whole lot more, I don't know, therapeutic perhaps to go shopping in the evening time, like late at night. You don't have to deal with as many people and it's just kind of chill. Shotgun turret, you say?
He's okay. Oh. Of course you can see better.
You should go around 3 a.m. after the delivery, a lot less people. Yeah, exactly. When I worked a graveyard shift, I went later in the evening times when it was like practically dead at the store. It was so much better. The worst part is ever since the lockdown that we had a while back, they haven't opened 24 hours again, so you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, they,
I kind of wish they would go back to 24 hours, but
actually one of the workers, yeah, was a lot of
yeah, I don't know why they don't anymore anyway. I thought the whole reason why they stopped doing it was because of the lockdown, but there must have been other reasons. Okay. Safety issues mostly.
nothing.
I don't know. I never considered it more of a safety issue to go during the day or at night. I'm never actually heard any of the studies say anything about COVID doesn't like to come out at night. But then again, I didn't actually keep up with the news reports, so it might have come out. Might have. Yeah. There's only so much news stuff you can keep up with. It's the cleaning store. Oh, okay. And so they're spending extra time sanitizing. You can't shoot through those. Ah! No!
Let's go. Got 8 stuff over.
Can I shoot through this one? Yeah. Nice.
See, my bed's way ahead of mine. And I don't want to move.
Can I have any of these arrows back, please? Jeez. That was a harsh shot.
Why do I got a bicycle on it? I guess not. We go back over. Bicycle, then I move to the next tank.
You should do Safeway resets 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Store was creepy quiet. The cans would drop behind you for no reason. You know, I worked a graveyard shift at a gas station, and weird things like that would happen. Now, it wasn't like the store was empty or anything, it's just there were several hours where nobody would come in. Like, it was still open, but nobody would be in there, so yeah, kind of creepy.
I had to build me a damn another You get shut up.
Okay. Make sure. I've got a bad tendency of checking my, during the editing process, editing Liz is like, you open that box, you got to playing around in your pocket, and then just turned around and walked out without opening the other box.
So, anyway.
Let's see how long before you get the glitch again. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I am really hoping they do an update so soon. It is getting ridiculous. As it stands, between whenever I decide that this series that I'm working on is over, I'm going to have to uninstall and reinstall the game and delete every single bit of information from the game in order to wipe out some of the bugs that I'm having.
What the?
Alright, returning to the trader. This way. I knew that.
What are you damn shooting? I can't see shit coming. I hear you though.
You can't see it coming?
I cannot. That through my eyeball. Alright, look on. You
You
don't.
only had to stay after an hour to help restock. Whenever I worked at the gas station, it was like... The issue I had with the gas station was because they kept changing my schedule. Let me just, like, throw that out there. But the issue I had with it was they kept changing out my schedule between first and...
Gage is now following.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. They kept changing my schedule all around, all over the place. Didn't really know, you know, when I should be awake, when I should be asleep, that whole thing. But I actually enjoyed the graveyard shift. It was creepy, yeah. Kind of hard to stay awake at times, yeah. But I kind of liked it.
I didn't.
Nah, well.
I didn't like it.
I'm not sure. I have to flip the coin on whether or not I woke up and chose violence today. I don't think I did.
Another survivor.
Tier 2.
I suppose you want something in return now.
I want some better loot,
Here you
dude.
go.
Can I slap you upside the face and get some better loot? I might crave violence then. I guess I'll try that. Oh, I got done with those. Okay, mining helmet, melee mods. I kind of want the melee mods. Yeah, I want the melee mods. Do what?
I was listening to you.
Oh,
My excuse for being quiet.
your excuse for being quiet? Mountain lines, armor pocket mods,
Oh,
the great heist. Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll take those.
Time
Okay.
to move on.
What we got? Can't actually fit those in there though. Oh man. I will do that one though.
have a whole around break them off.
Okay.
Nice.
I need another.
Well,
I got
Need
a
another
job
job.
for you. Well,
yeah, there we go.
Get busy. We're burning daylight.
Okay, I'm burning daylight.
me too.
If I wish to burn daylight, I will burn the daylight, dude. Do not judge me.
Oh, geez. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
What's up, Darth Phoenix? How you doing?
Holy shit. Again.
What are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Stop! The things!
I got to get my bicycle. Oh shit, hey Papa. Oh my god. Alright, y'all come on. Come on. Come on over here. Grab still rush, grab still rush.
What was that?
Shit, that damn dude in the green was coming out pretty quick. Yeah.
Ugh. I'm not paranoid, you're paranoid. You had a tooth extraction yesterday? Oh no.
Gotta love him.
Oh no. I hope you're doing better today. Yeah, tooth extractions are never fun.
Oh shit.
Depending on how bad the tooth was before you did it, though, it could be a relief.
That's how I get over it.
Do I go drop off first?
Just go. I'm not dying today. You know me.
Huge horde? 7, where are you at? Are you in this town? I don't know.
Not today, Paul.
Oh, we're not allied. I don't know how far away he is.
Not today, Pauls. Your little brother Jim.
Painful experience, yeah. It's about 500 meters away. Well, then that makes him probably north or south of you, Bredicus. Because he might be closer to me. Next to the trader?
What?
Wait, I was just at the trader. I'm not that far away. Hang on. Ah! Oh my gosh. I know how to drive. With Reaper. I'm not. I don't have Reaper on here, do I?
Shit.
No, I don't have Reaper on here. Hang on, I'll go back over by the trader and see if it's over there. Okie dokie.
It's so much fun, you guys.
Tinkerdo, how you doing? You've had 9 out this year? Ouch. Sounds painful.
No, you fools.
Is it near this trader?
Go the hell on. Y'all keep coming on.
Where's the horde? Grace got you. Oh no. Oh no. Are we talking about a different trader? 'Cause there's nobody over here. Are we talking about a different trader?
Need a pipe.
Okay. 7, north of the trader. Way behind. North of the trader now. North of the trader. Okay, north.
Another one.
Save some zombies! Last time I chased after a horde, all the zombies were dead before I got there. I see someone with an extremely large sword out here. What the hell are you carrying? What? Did it just go a gadget extendo? Polearm. Oh. Okay. So you guys didn't save me any back. Daggum it. Alright. Go do my mission then. Yeah, my bike is so slow I don't get there before the... You don't see a horde, you see an ambush? Wow. Oh, maybe. It's either that or they killed all of the bad guys before I got there because I'm on a slow damn bike. Possibly. No, I actually need to go home and eat because I took so long going all the way back over there. Dadgummit. Okay, next up, we gotta get a motorcycle or something. This is ridiculous.
Stop, bitch. You were nowhere near me. How the hell did you hit me? Oh.
They have go-go gadget extendo arms.
Minute. There, now, I'm fucking up. Out of all my ammo.
Now, you know, I still haven't even checked the Discord to find out what everybody's vote was for the other server. I am way behind. You know, it's funny because we have vultures, but you never see a vulture perched over a corpse like that that's laying in the middle of the road, which is exactly where they would be at. My immersion is killed, guys. It's just gone. Vote is still going until next Saturday? Okay, I thought it was last Saturday. My bad. So, if you are a patron and you wish to contribute to whether or not we have a secondary server that is like a different game, another 7 Days to Die server, anything else like that, now is the time to be voting in the Discord to make it happen.
Yeah.
Also, I have been requested to play a game, and it's a multiplayer game. Bam and I were talking about trying it out next week on Wednesday.
Yeah, So how do y'all feel about that? That's the question.
I still don't know how many players it can be. It just says it's multiplayer. Not to mention, since I haven't tried it, I don't know whether or not it's something I would recommend to somebody else to buy. Why am I doing this sitting out here? This is a bad idea. No, I already broke that.
I got Why the hell ain't I got a wrench on this, guys? What the hell?
What was the name of that game?
This isn't thirsty. Thirsty.
No. Okay. Did not mean for that to play. It's called No One Survived. Has anyone tried that game out? Only 2 people have voted so far? What? If there are like 2 people and they're the only ones concerned about the secondary server, there is no sense in everybody paying for a secondary server. That is ridiculous. Come on, guys, vote with your monies. And by monies, I mean vote with your poll. Not that poll.
Why not?
Don't vote with that poll. I'm pretty sure it's
You
illegal.
can check yes.
It can check? No. No. Especially if it's a touch screen. Don't do that. There we go. Do that, and parts. I've got that mod. I don't really want it on here.
Yeah.
If I had a turret, it would be good for that, but I don't have one right now, so that's not where mods go. I don't need that on me either. I would save money until Alpha 21 and have 2 huge servers. Be ready for Alpha 21 modded when we get bored of Alpha 21. It's a possibility. You don't have one of those polls? You can get one though? Oh, good lord.
I'm sure you can. Who said it?
Is that what our husband's gonna be like, why do I keep getting dragged into all of this stuff? I wanted to see about my helmets. I mean, I guess so, yeah. I wish they had the ability to hide your helmet. I've got these cute little buns on my hair that nobody can ever see. What's the point in even styling your hair?
I thought somebody had that.
It's in a different game, as far as I know. I'm using these 2 interchangeably, and it's gonna make me mad. Stop doing this. I'll find something else for it. Just run around without a helmet so people can shoot me in the brain pan? No, I don't think so. You playing it with Lainey? Is it any good? Is it buggy?
Oh, shit.
I think my main concern is it going to turn into one of those games that they drop, everybody buys it, and then they don't do any more updates for. Because, I don't know, in the last 2 years, I think I've come across so many of those games, I'm kind of actually angry about the situation. Everybody puts out their game as an early access game, and then they just, you know, get a whole bunch of money for it, and they don't ever actually work on it again. So you get pulled into a game that you're enjoying, only to find out after a couple of months that they don't have any intentions of working on it. They've had about 6 patches since it came out, and they just came out last month, didn't it? Well, that sounds good. Project Nemesis, they put it out, did 1 patch, and then just kind of started working on another game. I don't think they ever intend to patch it again. which is very, very frustrating because it was a cool concept, and then now it's just not anymore. Mods.
Yeah, I had to go back to pirate.
Okay, I have found no information on the motorcycle.
You have a corner.
I have to get up to intellect level 6, and I need 2 points, plus the point for that, so I need 3 points. The farming mod works? Which farming mod? The 19? Why am I walking around with wood in my inventory for no reason? It's been changed back to Alpha 19. Nice.
Come on, give me another gun.
I heard somebody shoot. Were they shooting at me? I hear the pitter-patter of perhaps a Maryland? Nope. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop your stuff and things. Hang on. Okay. Come back here! She's gonna jump out the window. She's actually going to Ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am? Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The longer they wait to fix the game to the next alpha, the dumber the zombies are getting. This one, Bam. I was actually talking to you. I slapped a zombie who came up to my door. I hit her, she went back down my stairs. Then she turned around and jumped out of a window out the back of the building.
Huh. Well, she didn't want to mess with you. She's so sweet and pretty.
You like the Goose Game? The Goose Game was fun.
I like the Goose Game.
I think Bam would enjoy torturing the heck out of people playing the Goose Game. Do you happen to know, Dinkerdo, how many players can play on that game? Zombie wanders in, waits to be seated at a table, gets hit in the face with a spiky baseball bat, so leaves to go due to a terrible Yelp review. Oh no! Yeah, the worst part is she hasn't made it back around, so she just flat out left. I don't understand what's going on with the zombies. I have had so many weird zombies lately.
Where
the hell did she go? Okay. Okay, so I need 3 points. Oh, and of course a whole lot more steel, which I don't think I have the ability to do anything with yet. I have gotten very little iron. I don't have an auger. At least I don't think I've got the ability to make an auger. No, I do not. It's going to be... It's going to be nighttime soon.
And tearing up your kneecaps, buddies.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Gonna load it up and have a look. Because it would be fun if other people could join in too. That way we could really test it out. You could whack a zombie so hard even the Z's lose the will to live. Looking at the servers, most I can see is 10. Is there any optimization to the game? Like if I was to run it and allow people to join, would it just like crash the entire PC? Is it optimized at all? Typically games don't release optimized, but it's a possibility.
Gotta find me a home, somewhere to go like right now. Okay. It's nighttime. We'll be coming soon. And I ain't got time. Shoot. Come on, give me a pipe. I ain't even got no pipe. I need that shit. Glass. We need glass.
Is it worth locking the hatches? The hatches I think are locked.
Now, what did I miss?
The problem is this particular section over here isn't fixed. So people can walk up into this part of the base right now. Because I haven't finished it. I need an auger for it. And I swear I keep seeing someone's helmet light.
I think I got everything. Anyway. My spirit back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now I need one. It's sad it is. Find somewhere to go. Where get the trade for?
Definitely not you outside. What are you doing? Great! Daggone it! Oh, you're right. Those are unlocked.
Gotta run, man. Gotta run.
Told you it wasn't. Okay. Cannot go skulking around my area and not expect to get shot. If you would like to come here and talk, we can talk. You do not have to skulk. Anglo, how you doing? You know, it would be really really nice if I could, you know, do any of my stuff and things. Well, I'm waiting on a whole lot of tech for a whole lot of different stuff, and I need experience. Yeah, come on up here, dude. Let me see if I hit you and you go running out the window, too. Okay, he's gonna come back. He apparently likes it. Okay.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He's eventually gonna figure out how to find me. He's gonna sneak in here when I'm not paying attention.
Alright, man. What's going on? Sorry.
You had the burst mod on, no wonder you couldn't spray and pray? Oh, yeah, I hate the burst mod. Oh my gosh, it's frustrating as hell.
What?
The burst mod, I hate it. It basically, you know, like the full auto, you go, you hit the button one time and it go, well, a burst mod, you hit your button and it'll shoot 3 times in a row and then it'll stop.
Yeah, I don't.
I wonder if it would be worth trying to do some farm plots. Do I have the stuff to do it? Clay. That's... I could probably do a few. 2. That's helpful.
did. Is it though? That's the question. Hold on a second. Are we in the right server?
Huh?
I thought I had a place to run a high to, just in case I was supposed to hurt. And
You might be thinking of a different playthrough. Trust me, it happens. Okay. Let's go up here. I'm gonna do my plants and stuff up here.
different part of the freaking time.
Just ran my face into that, that's fine. These need to be put up somewhere too. Where's a good place for these?
So I guess I'm probably
Corn, maybe? Yeah. No! Okay. Fine. Now, I don't think I've actually put any points into it because at first we didn't think that the Alpha 19 thing was going to work, but it has.
in my hidey hole. Can't go no further.
Tis nighttime. Now, how does one...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I do have the ability to make turrets.
Y'all see that? I killed most of them. Let's see if it was all right.
I can't even make a motion sensor yet, so it doesn't really do any good. Okie dokie. Anyone lockpick stayed in the thing? Why are people doing this to me? Dadgummit. That zombie came all the way inside to eat that booty, Lynxie. Oh. Dadgummit. Ow! Ooh. Liz, your health is low. You were being shot at. Take some health. Great. You called in a horde? No! Wrong weapon.
No effect. See, no
Come on and hit her. You were trying to eat while you were sneaking into my base.
Next more. Like that off. Mine you probably could because you know, I have 14 plus I got ammo anyhow.
Munchies hit at odd times? Okay, gotcha. I understand.
So anyhow, need to. Yes, I'm not wasting my heals too while I'm sitting here doing nothing. That's enough.
Mm.
Let's grab all that shit. Charging. Good job, me. Don't need you.
Need to do something right quick.
What the fuck? Excuse my language. What the hell?
What language were you speaking? You weren't speaking any languages? Okay.
I said what the fuck? Okay. You what? No. We're gonna have to do something. Don't know what yet. Hold on, really. One bandage left. I'm standing right here.
Come on, work with me here.
See if they draw. So there's two, but you just no. Just get a bit closer. Cool. Is that not near the fire? I'm not. I'm not near the fire. Fire has to be down here.
Okay.
That's it. There we go. But I do have an infection now.
Do you?
Again. I do not.
It's like you don't trust us. There have been attempts on my life 3 times today. It would be different if I saw other people taking out other people. I haven't seen anybody trying to take out other people. No. Everybody's first thing was, hey, let's go get the Liz. You were bringing cookies. You cannot deliver cookies on a bullet. I'm pretty sure this is fact.
I'm scared.
Aiden, how you doing?
Here you go. What'd she say? She said I was scared. All I know is, I'm gonna take a break while it's nighttime. Warm. I thought it was warm. What the hell happened? It said give me a torch. I got a torch and it's freaking full. And I'm not one. What the hell? But spot now. Near it.
Okay.
Okay, I guess because it's later. Now, later. Now, that it's getting.
Now that it's getting later? Yeah.
Yes. So, while we're waiting, I'll be back. Yes, it's back to my eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad enough.
Working and enjoying the stream? Nice.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
You know, never mind. I ain't gonna say that out loud. You're rude.
Why would you say something rude?
Huh?
Why would you say something rude?
Wait, I can say it, but I'm not going to. Why would I say something? Because it's the truth. I don't care about your feelings.
As long as you're not mistaking opinions and works. I hear a zombie breaking something, I just don't know where they're at and why they're doing it. There you are. I was wondering what you were doing, Ed. Did you get confused? Don't. Why did you just immediately go down like that? Come in here. Good heavens. It's almost daytime. Good. I need to start working towards some... That does not go there. Some basic materials, basically. I am sorry, guys. I am having a hard time breathing proper. My brain's like, yeah, but what if it didn't function properly? Looks like he's used to being on his knees in front of a queen. And he's just confused then. A zombie what? Am I paranoid? I've had somebody try to kill me 3 times today, and it's not all the same person. It's not paranoia if they're out to get you, exactly. But I can't stay inside. I've actually got to go out and do stuff and things. What I would like is a motorcycle because, you know, travel. Oh, if anyone finds a surprise I put in for Reaper, I also snuck in a reference to B's official book of lore. Uh-oh. Okay. Auto parts. Chances are I will need all of the parts. I'll have to do a double on that one. There we go. Oh, grab a little bit more to drink. Are there different kinds of motorcycles you can make? There's supposed to be. I'm not sure whether or not the mod got fixed. Briticus, were you able to look at that one? Am I okay? Yeah, I mean, my throat's just doing the thing. Usually by the end of the week, it's just done. It takes a couple of days to get my voice back. And what's bad is I'm gonna have to record extra because I'm still doing Bioshock, so... You fixed the vehicle mod, how to go back to the one from the last server. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so those vehicles should work. Alright, gotcha. Would you kindly? Exactly. I was not expecting that part. Now I'm just wondering if there are any other twists that I haven't got to yet. Okay, these vehicles are probably already picked clean, but I need the parts. phrase creeped you out when it came out. Yeah, it was kind of creepy. I was having a hard time following the conversation, and I still don't know why that guy did what he did. It's like, I mean, I kind of got it. Maybe he was trying to get that character to get control of himself by saying a master does what he wants and a slave obeys, and then he said the phrase again, and he was like trying to get him to fight the conditioning, but he just took him out. But it's like, why would you just stand there and let me beat the crap out of you knowing I couldn't stop myself? That's ridiculous. The only thing that sucks is you never have a chance to focus on the inventory. Take 5 minutes and focus on— everybody's like being grinding really, really fast to get to level 20 so they can shoot people. You know you can just play the game and shoot people later. You don't have to just start shooting because you hit level 20. It's not mandatory. It's just there as an option. You've taken up arms against no one. Yeah, that surprises me too. Because he's a dad and he needs to do what's best for the kids. I don't think it ever said that he was his father. At least if he said that, I didn't catch that. Robert said, "What's up? What's up, Robert?" It's the context under everything. I don't know that that was the context underneath there that that guy was— if that was supposed to be the context, I completely missed it. Like, that was not the context that I got from that whole situation. The context that I got from it was that guy was trying to do a thing, it was being taken away from him, and he had tried everything in his power to try and stop it from happening, and at the end just didn't care to exist. Not sure that that's even close to what actually happened, because I was still reeling from the fact that he was doing this in general. Okay, I probably need to check to see if there's anything else that I need to break. Like, maybe there's a vending machine or something inside so that I can get the, steel?
I'm gonna use antibodies. Yeah. Funny. So.
Oh, is your opinion— well, I'm not disputing one way or the other. I'm just saying if there was a phrase that was given that I didn't understand or take that way, I don't know. Like I said, it made sense that he was revealing the information. It did not make sense that he wanted to try and test the guy to break his conditioning, knowing that he was brainwashed by saying, a slave obeys, so hit me in the face. What? Why would you do that? It is the twist that— well, a recent twist. I don't know if there's other twists, but with BioShock. Apparently the character that I'm playing was brainwashed by that group that I was going into, and the guy's way of telling me that I was brainwashed was saying a slave obeys and then said to hit him with a golf ball club. It was just
Walk away, fella.
really weird. Ooh, 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 yes. That's what I wanted right here.
Oh shit.
Wait until you do BioShock Infinite, it's very confusing. Wonder if it would explain more in the other games. I have no idea. From what I understand, all of them are interconnected in the same world, but I don't think all of them have the same characters.
Come on, man. You see her. 605. That one she
Yeah. We should really start doing the mod where the trader is always open on servers.
Yeah. And now I gotta waste some time to figure out something.
Do I need anything out of here? Not really. Anything on the roof that I want to grab? It's day 20. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Horde.
A lot to do. That day.
And here's another vehicle. I'll get this one too.
Yes, but it didn't. Was Saturday? What?
Ah! Okay. What? Oh, cobblestone. Yeah. I'll get this too. Wait, seriously, we just had a horde? Yeah, I know.
I went on here that damn long, and y'all could have joined.
Yeah, everybody could have joined. Of course, it was kind of the last minute.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, cobblestone, cobblestone. Cobblestone!
We forgot to set the time back up.
The circus of values? Exactly. Okay. Is there any other cobblestone? I wasn't actually paying attention to that, but yeah, cobblestone and stuff like that I need to pick up as well. Herm. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Wait a damn minute.
What?
Oh. I do have a box. Son of a bitch. I forgot. I got a bicycle. Dude. Thank you. I went through my base.
You have a bicycle that you left at your base? Did you walk off without your bicycle?
Yes. And I mean, it's not, but, you know, 1K away.
Uh-oh. Tier 4? I can't use that. I can use it, I'm just not gonna use it. Okay, we are clearing and looking for the package. Hello, dude. Come here. Okay, he's stuck. Dadgummit. Stamina, please! Thank you. That kind of confused him. He didn't even try to swing at it, did he?
Yes, man. Whatever.
So chaotic, you think you'd end up rushing through it to get through the sensory issues? Yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on, but generally most of it is like... I'd say most of it is probably like a particle issue, because it's like there's electricity going on and things like that, but ultimately it's... The whole area is gorgeous. If they were to remake that game with nowadays graphics, it would probably be one of the most beautiful games. As it stands with the aged graphics that they are, it is still a gorgeous game. BioShock. Playing that one, I can see and feel how different games were given inspiration. I mean, even Outlast, some of the way the enemies catcall you is the same thing that happens in Outlast and a lot of other games. Prey. There's supposedly a game coming out, Atomic Heart, that takes a lot of inspiration from it as well. Not really sure about the gameplay. It hasn't really shown a whole lot of gameplay that I've seen. Yes? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but I've been told this is mighty. I believe that wrong word.
You bleeped out the wrong word. Just go through your entire conversation. Make an entire video where you just bleep out all of the words that were actually okay.
Oh, shut up. No, not yet. You have.
You've been looking at, watching for it? Yeah, there was an ad that dropped for it that had Jensen Ackles in it. It's kind of cool. Basically, it just looks like a game where you get to destroy a whole lot of stuff. That's just really what it looks like.
You had some further
I think there's someone trying to break in the back door. Yes. Oh, hi.
Oh, wrench.
Oh, what? Oh, it's over there, okay. I was gonna say, I think I left my package. There's some people having issues running the game. Whoa, 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 whoa! Dadgummit, bird. Don't do the thing! I've heard some people had some problems with it, but at one point I did have it glitch out on me, but I just had to go to a previous save and that fixed it.
Well, oh, did you hear me pie? Look at that pie.
Oh my gosh, at my lack of frames!
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking over here and it's fine. Whenever I turn to my left, it messes up. I don't know what's over there. It might be destabilizing or something like that, but
Yeah.
holy heck, it's frustrating.
Who's me son? I don't die. Pipe. No pipe. He's good. I need to fast travel back and get my bathroom. That runs on dispenser. Cause I don't want to level up and
You don't want to level up? Please don't start slapping the thing I'm standing on. We will both explode. Now would you please stop, Frank? Dadgummit, dude, I'm trying to focus. Okay. Yeah, there might be a horde in that direction or something. There's something going on in that direction, that's for sure. Knock knock.
come on. Hey, good boy. Good boy.
It's probably a tree. Yeah, it might be. There's like an errant pixel on something, it's causing all of the problems. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Come up here. Maybe two trees.
You stay over there, Paul. Stay right.
There's like a specific tree. Don't. Okay, I thought you were supposed to start beating on something random. Polygons on a bed. Yeah, exactly. Kind of makes me worried about the next alpha. We already have this kind of lag, and they're putting a whole lot more HD items. Dude, go around to the stairs! What are you doing? Go around. Go around. Sir. Sir, you've got a case of the dumb going on. Please stop. The winterish little ones by the city POI seem to tank the frame rates. I wonder if it's because it's rendered differently since it's part of a POI that's brought in. You know, because the map generates the POI, and because it's part of the POI, it has some sort of different something. Okay, that dude just tried to fly on my face. Then Poles is more interesting than me? That's a possibility. Apparently it is. They just really don't like these stairs. Maybe it's because the garbage that's right there, they don't like it. Come on up here, dude. Okay, there's still one more over there somewhere. Oh, kitty snacks. It looks like my lighting is wrong again. Who wants to walk through the trash? That's true. Now she's asleep. Let's see how long it takes for her to wake up. This is like sleep eating. We keep this up. Eventually I'm gonna get a sponsorship for Meow Mix.
Come on, stand your ass back up. Look, I done killed both of y'all.
You don't even think she woke up to eat that? She woke up.
You lying, man, folks.
She's awake now. She was not awake earlier. Is there anything else in here? Yeah.
No. Shit.
We gotta go around for that. Oh, okie dokie.
How? Two more?
That's like the creepiest thing they could ever have the zombies doing. It's actually one of my favorite features right now.
This is some bullshit. Man, y'all are so drunk. Another one coming this way.
Felt worse because the cat looked cozy. Ah, it's fine. She does not mind one bit. She'll be back over here in a little while doing the exact same thing. Let's see. Did I ever get a chest piece? Yeah, but that's a tier 5, which means it's got a little bit more durability. A little bit. Not much.
You son of a bitches. No, y'all need to stay over there.
Nope, gas can recipe. That's not
Oh
bad.
my god. Oh,
Alright.
damn pause, man.
Are you still in the winter biome?
Yes, I'm trying. I don't know why. I'm trying to do missions.
Michons? Is there anything back here?
Okay, this
Duct
is not
tape?
gonna work. I gotta get out of here. This mission's just gonna have to be a bust. I can't do it. I cannot do it. That's my home. Where's my baby?
Okay, mission is done. We can take this one back and get the reward.
I like to say,
And hope it's an upgrade. Is there at any point that they offer you something like a motorcycle as a reward? I don't think they do they? It would be nice.
I don't know, but I think I found it.
Hmm?
I don't know, but I think I found it.
In real life or not? A real auto shotgun. Oh. Yeah, me too. They do motorcycle parts for tier 3s. Okay, I'm almost at tier 3s. Nice. I usually wind up making my own motorcycle, but I'm trying to spend points in a different way because we're in a PvP server. It's very difficult to build a character for a PvP server without sacrifices.
Sorry, it is too.
You know, it's actually very rude of me to just park right here in front of the door. Here, let me do that.
And I need to find antibodies. Man, I'm just having one hell of a
Just check my text and realize it's recertification time again. Gotta love apartment living. Oh, you mean like they come in and check your apartment yearly or something like that?
Are you gonna purchase something? But not
There's
great.
too many paws
Just
over here.
don't let this go to your head.
Don't let it go to my head. A robotic sledge is actually needed for my new horde base whenever I get it built. So I guess I'll go for that.
Oh. Give me a pie. Oh, and cheers. Sorry, Jim. I'm moving on. Can't do it. Can't do it. I done died too many times. Ain't nobody even killed me yet because I ain't got that 20 pack.
Wood splitter mod.
That's what I'm looking.
I don't have that yet.
That's why I left. Just nobody.
That's right. Do the math.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
It's an extra month though. Jobs. Let's do fetch and clears offer the best monies.
Yeah, keep done. I'm gonna go to the wasteland. Look at it. Now he gets some fight.
Now, the issue is I don't think I have enough food right now. Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Here we go.
Focus.
Oh, the government assisted. Okay, so recertification is that? How did I freaking know?
Oh, don't even act like you hungry, man.
I can't hear a chainsaw without thinking Reaper every freaking time. Do they what do they have to recertify exactly?
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna run and get something to drink. Maybe I want back. Maybe.
It's like the government saying, yeah, everything's changed, so we're just gonna say, yeah, it's okay for you to keep your housing. Oh, yeah, the motorcycle thing does work. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I think I still need to go back and drop some stuff off. I'm not gonna be able to take apart the pharmacy properly if I don't. Hopefully that place has actually got some cobblestone and concrete, because I definitely need that for the horde tomorrow. In case you magically got better, yeah.
I'm back. Oh, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Let's go.
The government does great things with tax money and stuff. That's one of them. Well, I hope everything goes very well for you.
Well, I didn't die, so I guess it's. I need to go to the house. I want some shit. And antibiotics. I need antibiotics. Here we go. Every freaking time.
You have to prove you're not going to get better every 3 years. You would figure that a doctor would be able to say, hey, this is a thing that is going to be continuous or whatever. Unless, of course, the...
Yes. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know, maybe they allow that for, you know, like changes in science or the possibility of a religious miracle of some sort. I don't know.
That's it.
I'm not saying that neither one of those are possible because I guess both of them are, but I was not aware that governments were, you know, putting clauses in for those things.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Now that I'm getting back home. See, I can scrap all that stuff because I can make it when I get home.
They're after any excuse to not have to pay. Well, everybody's after any excuse to not have to pay something. That's everybody. Nobody wants to pay something that they don't have to pay. Not the richest person, not the poorest person, so...
what she said.
Yeah. Sir, I'm not actually looking for you if you can move.
Well, I'm right here. Not beside you anymore.
I don't mind the horde. I'm trying to make sure somebody's not hiding inside. No. I thought I heard a screamer. Hey, 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 Karen, you utter bee-face! Stay out of my stuff and things.
So anyhow.
Oops. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Oh,
Now I gotta find some.
kitty. What the hell is going on? Where did all the zombies come from?
What the hell? I don't remember making what.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Huh?
Yeah, so anyhow. Oh, I need you to honey. Okay. Yeah, baby. Okay. Honey. Man, I thought I had honey. Fuck. Did I not? Guess not. Did I not have honey? Sure did. Yes, motherfucking not. Are you shit? Get over it. Get back. What? What? Oh. Thought somebody said something. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, yeah, that. What else did they go? No. So, come on, food, drinks. Drop. You back. Check your ass. Get that bag, man. direction. Let's get some. Oh. Okay, here you go. Man. 101. Sounds good. Take this.
Okie dokie.
I don't know if we did. Big. Big holes. Big holes. More meat. You know, if you want. Okay. That's fine. Boy, keep going. Where in the hell did all that song?
Mission place has been raided, but nothing else has been moved besides the final loot. Again.
That rough rock. There you go.
Dude. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There. Go. Let's go to X-ray 4. New one. One that.
You hear them breaking stuff? Yeah.
Not there.
We've got a horde coming up, and I don't have anything really to fight a horde tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't need. Oh, I need to start on that. I'm trying to find this tiny fish. It's gonna be easy. Yeah, my mic is. My whole base is. You move.
Alright, Mr. Voorhees.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, they're walking. Like, wood was in my way.
There's a window.
Whoa.
Apparently they're just not going to use the door. Speaking of door, I need to fix that.
So fine. What's that, Kate?
I do not recognize that POI. What's the name of it?
That would be not like mine. Oh man, you're gonna get stones.
It's the passing gas. I don't remember the last time I raided the passing gas. I did raid a fire department not long ago, but I cleared it. Dang, first aid bandages are still left. Alright. Do you know you can make logs that burn longer as fuel?
Oh man, I'm gonna waste my time.
No, I didn't know about the logs. I probably would not invest the time to make something that burns longer when I can just throw wood in there, though.
Man,
I'll be
I'm
honest with you, most times I wouldn't think about it. She's pressing her head up against my arm and, like, trying to talk to me.
Damn it, why did I be so far away? Alright, look, next time we do this, I'm gonna stay in the green. Just saying.
Dude, did you get lost? I'm talking to Bam.
What'd you say?
I'm talking to Mini Bam. Yeah, Biker Bam. Kind of the same thing, yeah, exactly. That's the reason I said Mini Bam.
Cartoon thing.
I mean, one log burns longer than one bit of wood, but it takes X amount to make the log. Logs don't burn longer, they burn the same amount as the wood needed to make the logs, yeah.
Just me tip $25.
Bye.
Thank you so much, I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you.
Man.
Nudge nudge, exactly. She's nudging me.
Anyway, so this is the issue, you guys. I cannot find the city near me.
She's all sweet and everything, but earlier... Excited about them snacky snacks.
She ran on me. She actually grabbed my shoulder.
Because the shoulder part hurt more. I didn't realize she had... This part up here hurt a whole lot more.
She didn't break skin on that one.
Yeah, she didn't break skin. I didn't even feel this until a little bit later.
I told you.
Yeah. Well, it started stinging not long afterwards, but yeah.
Is that my bleeding? No. Oh, but, yeah.
Not right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna do is spend the rest of my evening trying to do some mining because I think I'm gonna take my turret with me though. Because I can make some ammo to go inside of it, but I really need some iron for Horde Night.
I need a trader. What are they?
You need a Horde base, don't you? Eh.
I need a town.
Good night, Dinkerdo. You have a good night.
Oh, one call. I'll go back there. I'll go back there.
She got woke up.
Yes. Next time I'm staying in the green though.
At least for like the first week. You know, just no, yeah. Well, the first horde, but also because like you could do a couple of missions, go ahead and get some basic materials, that kind of thing. Here's another one, and here's one. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff to go ahead and make some ammo for it. And I probably need to
I mean,
do.
nobody has killed me yet. I mean, this. Holy shit. I mean, all y'all bots have holy shit. Yeah.
Meow.
Range.
Daggum stamina.
I see this on me. Oh shit. Bird. Fucking birds.
What? What, please? What?
I'm talking about.
Make sure I can see around me in case there's a screamer or something. I need to know what's there.
You stay your ass over there, buddy. Don't come down here. Yes, sir. Stay your ass over there. You have no reason to follow me. Oh. Thank you. Do another one. Shit.
Alright, let's make some ammo for it.
Oh my god. All this full chatter every time.
Well, stop doing it.
Excuse you. Not just cacti.
Cacti? I swear I'm not paranoid. Not at all.
No. You know what? I don't mind living out in the country. Not at all.
You gotta find some green. Oh yeah, this past week I usually go in like droves of watching Netflix or watching YouTube or something like that. And I kind of wanted to swap back to Netflix for a while because I was kind of getting tired of the same kind of stuff and things. All of the drama of watching clips and TikToks and not TikToks but tweets and stuff like that. So I moved over to trying to watch Netflix, and apparently all of the shows that I was watching before, save one, is no longer on there. So upsetting.
God.
What the heck are they doing?
That is typical. That is not a fucking tap, okay. I might be moving again, y'all.
Now, Bam, we gave you a whole day to try and find some place to live. What happened?
I found it. But all the two cities around me are in snow. I can't do missions in snow. So, anyhow.
You still looking for a place?
No, I found the perfect spot for me. My horde slash workshop slash home. Guess I need to go the opposite way. So I find the ring kind of
Do you use a VPN? No, I don't. Probably should.
Oh, what?
VPN.
What was it?
I'm not sure what the initials mean, but basically you can tell them you live in whatever area that you are wanting to live in, so that some of the things that they're like, hey, we're not going to offer to your region, you can go watch it because it'll look like you're from a different region. Virtual private network.
What? Oh,
Like, I don't know how Netflix works exactly, but there are certain banned shows that are banned in the US or whatever, but you can make it.
you You have to go in and change the settings of where you live. I watched it.
Yeah. Badly? What do you mean? I've never used one. Do they work well or no? Have access to Apple TV. I do not have access to Apple TV. I have Prime and Netflix. Amazon Prime and Netflix. Oh, Netflix, they work badly, yeah. Netflix works badly.
Shit.
Well, they're getting rid of certain shows. There's been talk about them getting rid of shows that really doesn't make sense on why they got rid of them.
Well, the reason they get rid of them is because nobody watches it. Algorithm too.
Well, I get that, but I can guarantee you somebody was watching Stargate. They got rid of that. Of course, I might have been the only one on the planet watching it all the time, but Netflix works great on one. I've been using that. Okay, alright. I have no idea if other regions can watch Stargate. That's like the main one. Whenever I go in there and just want to zone out and watch something I've seen 100 times and I know it's not going to give me a bad feeling at the end, I go to Stargate.
Holy shit, they're freaking horde. Oh my god. You should see this horde.
Uh-oh. You got a big horde?
Huh? Big? It's not a word. Let's see if we can decide this.
Supernatural for you? Well, I enjoy watching Supernatural, and it's on my list, but it's not the one I go to watch to chill out, to have feel-good moments about, because Supernatural does have some deep stuff in it. Though I do enjoy it. I'm kind of in a hole. If I walk away and a horde comes over the top of me, I'm dead.
There's like 50 people.
Deep like moose and not moose? Yeah, well, no. No, not deep like moose and not moose. Like, okay, I'm a chick. When certain things happen and certain characters get injured and or die, I cry, okay? Stargate does not make me cry. There's one episode that does that. One.
On what?
Stargate.
One episode?
Yes, one.
That makes you cry?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the one where they're on the ship. It goes through time.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. You got like 10 frames a second. You gonna get out there and kill them?
Hell no, my ass is dude. My ass is getting out of him.
But there's plenty of times in Supernatural where, you know, something makes me cry.
So when the doctor dies.
Okay, two. I usually skip that episode, I'm sad to say, because I don't... Actually, it's a couple of episodes that I'll skip. Okay, shut up! Alright! Yeah, when Daniel gets hit with the radio... Okay, I selectively watch it. There's a couple of episodes I skip for specific reasons. Damn it! I don't watch them.
I guess if you don't watch them, I guess.
There's a lot to be said about the difference between moose and not moose. Yeah, at one point he called him squirrel.
Yeah, I like you calling him moose.
The Devil's Hour, it's only 6 episodes and it's properly weird yet very interesting. The Devil's Hour. Have we seen that one?
No.
The Devil's Hour?
No.
I've got sticky notes all over the place.
Moose, you know how big Sam is? That's why he calls him Moose.
Yeah.
Moose is
Moose is huge.
Yeah. Now I don't know if he's that tall in real life, but
No, he's really fucking tall. Okay, to put it into perspective, you see him standing beside Jensen Ackles, and Jensen Ackles is 5'10".
yeah, that's tall.
You touch my tra-la-la.
Thank you so much, Darth Phoenix. Right.
What are you doing?
I looked to my left and the cat was seriously just like right here in my face. Yeah, Padalecki is not a small boy. No, he's not.
What the fuck? Oh my god, it didn't kill me. I just ran over a mine.
You are lucky then.
On the bicycle. I didn't even know there was mines around that building. And there's only one that I seen. I didn't see it. There might have been one.
Mom, I haven't had a treat in 5 minutes. What is chat playing it? Oh lord. If she actually can hear chat whenever that sound goes off, that would be kind of funny because she is probably waiting for that sound. But I don't know that she...
She probably can hear.
I'm not sure if she can.
If I could pick up a laser pointer and see.
Well, that's true.
Just about picking something up.
Maybe.
That little bitty click things.
The look of severe disappointment at the number of treats given. I'm not giving her any more than one at a time. She really has gotten to where she eats more snacks than she does her actual food, and I don't think that's healthy.
It is not.
You guys heard her. That was Tigress. That was Mama to the kitty. I'm not allowed to give more than one snack.
I'm sorry, baby. It's not healthy for you.
It's not healthy for me. Scratching.
I think we were just officially gotten onto, guys. That's what I feel like. But Mom! Let's not dwell on whether snacking is good or not. Wow, Liz got told. Hey, you gotta respect a parent's decisions for their children, as long as they're healthy decisions.
Now, let's see what's going on. I need to. What did I say I needed to do?
Find a damn home for once.
I got my home.
A permanent home?
It is a permanent home.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just gotta find a closed their door. And actually, I can go ahead and show them at night. Go ahead and make it happen.
Hey, I can't really say anything. Snacking is something I do every single day. Most of my meals are actually snacks.
Jesus.
Technically, people are supposed to eat smaller
Yes,
meals
Greg.
5 times a day.
Yes, Gray, I have. Found out.
This is exciting content, I'm sure. I do apologize, guys, but I have been procrastinating on getting a good supply of iron and stuff for a while. It's riveting? Yeah, I'm sure. But what about small meals 54 times a day? I'm not sure about that. That depends on what your version of small is.
Are you fucking...
What happened?
What did it say?
It says you died.
Well, evidently I didn't look at my health before I jumped into the water. So, anyway, well, I guess I'm healed.
Rice grains? Half grains. Okay.
And I wet my bed and everything.
You probably shouldn't do that at your age. Give it about, I don't know, 20-ish, 30-ish more years, and then you can do it again. At least I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes.
Well, yeah.
Can't we have a whole grain at once? It seems fair to me, having a whole grain.
Oh,
Whole grain.
oh,
Yeah, grains. You know, like stuff that bread is made out of. Okay, I'm gonna drop off really quick, and then I'm gonna start trying to break down for the horde base. Which is gonna be more interesting content. I hope you guys are ready for this interesting content. Okay, you scared the hell out of me.
Anyway, what was I doing?
No, you get bloated on the whole greens? I reckon you could. Hang on. Are you connected to the block? No, you are not. So I actually want you.
I want you to.
LOL, bless him. Eat a decent meal and get a whole bunch of hydration. There we go.
Enough.
I want some potatoes. I want some potatoes. Mm-hmm. Okay, now... This is the center of the room, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so yeah. 4, 5.
We're gonna get issues. Totally, baby.
Okay.
Capital stone. Capital stone.
Do that.
I don't know why I just. Dude.
Probably do something else to make this a little bit easier. I would say put some lights down there, but usually the only way to tell whether or not someone's trying to encroach upon my territory is because of the lights from their helmet. I made a couple extra doors.
Come on. It's right. Tap on mine. Oh. Did you do stupid shit?
Oh my god. Or I could just run myself into the traps. I mean, that's a good way to play the game, too. Dadgummit. You can't just hear me running into traps myself and then come up here and decide you want to finish the thing. No, no, no. Oh, go there.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna. What?
No.
Ooh, no, girl.
There we go.
I tried to play that. Xbox. spots. Right. Yeah, I went. I mean, it wasn't that long, believe it. I'm like, never mind.
There we go, and then...
I cannot do it.
There we go. Now I can focus a little bit more.
No, thank you for being here. I'm glad you can do this.
I need a better pickaxe. Can I... I've got 1 point, but I would like to work on a motorcycle, so I guess I'll wait. You have a new toy to try out? What kind of toy are we talking about?
Man.
Giggity? Is this for public consumption? Now, we weren't even talking about her eating it, but now that you mention it,
What do we eat?
she said public consumption. Zoe.
Huh?
Zoe.
Yeah, I missed something. All I think is that new toy and a toy.
Think you'll find out soon, according to their chat. Most likely.
Shovel.
Oh. What in the world? Poor chaplain's over there in a Christian Minecraft server wondering what's going on. You have a gun that looks like the nail gun. I don't know all of the guns. That's your favorite? I have no idea which one that one is.
Okay. That's good. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, very, very big difference. Tasha. I'm talking about fucking
Poor innocent chaplain. Wait, that doesn't sound right. No, that doesn't sound right. Kind of sounds weird, right? Don't do that, kitty kitties. She's doing the rubbing her face on the microphone. I know. You see her? She's staring at the wall now. Meow. Kitty! Kitty kitty! I still feel like the camera is way too dark. There you go, kitty kitties. Your mini bike is on the loose? Uh-oh. Ma'am. You're only getting one at a time. I'm sorry. Your mama insists. You have to go talk to her. It's not too dark to you? Okay. It's probably just because between the several different times that I record and stream and stuff, the light in the room changes, so I'm like not used to how it looks.
Yes.
Grandmas are allowed to spoil their grandbabies. Maybe a little bit. And I think I have for a while, so... do we want to go ahead and end it now? Because the Horde Night's tonight, which means it's going to be on for like another whole hour if we wait. Hmm?
I don't want to quit the premium.
Run the Horde. Okie dokie. I guess we're running the Horde. And my Horde base is nowhere even close, and there's no way I can get done with this in time.
Yeah, you can. Doing what? War base?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to build it into a building, but in order to do that, I have to bust concrete out, a lot of concrete. Probably just need to bring it back to... here? Is that long enough?
Let's just see.
Very innocent. Almost more innocent than Lynxie and almost as innocent as me. Sorry, she bumped the microphone. Wait, you're saying Chaplin is even more innocent than you and Lynxie? Is there like a variety of innocence going on here?
Where are you going, buddy? Right here.
Facts? Okay.
Yes, what? Oh. Yes, no, it's stupid. It might be. But it's gonna work. I know this.
Almost as... Okay, gotcha. Almost as innocent. It's a tiered system. Gotcha. A tiered system of innocence. Okay, given this knowledge, where exactly would I be on there so I know where to gauge all the stuff? All the stuff and things. And then bam, where does he belong on this tiered system?
What?
This innocence system. Not innocent? Wait, so Blaster, Chaplin, and Lynxie are innocent. But I am not innocent? At all? I have no innocence left? Bam is not.
I am. What I do?
Huh.
No, it's not what I want.
Chap is the most innocent person you know. He is a saint with the amount of orphans he donates. That's some phrasing right there. Okay, zombies I'm hearing.
Hey.
sorry, you meant the amount of money he donates to orphans. Are you sure that's actually what you meant? I don't think you mean what you think you mean.
He's so dumb, responsible.
Someone thinks they're being funny. Again.
What a camera.
No, someone just busted out my window. Not you.
No!
Okay, okay. You think that was Arlene downstairs? It sounded like a window breaking. Pretty sure it was a zombie hit. Okay, okay. Yeah, alright, alright. Never? Not y'all? Nope, nobody else? Okay. It's always the cute ones? Gotcha. Don't know what you came back to after Twitch crashed, but it seems like chat's in its shenanigans again. I don't know, they were doing like this weird tiered system where they were judging whether or not each other were innocent or something. I'm not sure what all that was about.
Okay. Damn. Scared the shit out of me. I almost died 10 times.
What was you doing?
Got more base.
Oh, that's what I'm working on too. Need to hurry up and focus on it so I can get it built so I can quit worrying about it.
There's a goofy ass water base about it.
Okay. I need a better pickaxe. Or an auger. Either one of them would do this so much faster. I'm working towards just trying to collapse the area, but I have to get the lining, you know, taken down. Which is still a lot of blocks to have to bust through. I should have went ahead and grabbed a repair kit. Can make a steel pickaxe? I have no idea if that would be helpful. I mean, obviously it would be helpful, but I'm just wondering whether or not I have the stamina to wield it. Doth protest its innocence too much and all that. Yes, exactly. You guys could just not use up all of my freaking ammo on that thing. Use dynamite? I don't... Do I have dynamite? No, dynamite would mess up the whole building. I don't want it to mess up the whole building. Hey!
Yes, I know I can type.
You haven't come a-calling in one whole day? Is that because it's a horde night tonight, or is that your way of saying you're calling now? The zombies are coming through the windows? little column of A and B. Okay. Okay, dadgummit you. Yeah, we're gonna use up all of my ammo for this thing. It's supposed to be for the Horde Night. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and try this. I should not have moved that. I must have had a horde outside or something. Morning spawn, basically coming to say hi. Pretty sure I just three-stooged them by hitting one person's face and going straight through to the other person's face. Ma'am, don't do that. Drop my iron. I'm gonna have to make more ammo. Stop the things. Did he just get lost? He got tired. He had to take a nap.
Buddy, you look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So we're gonna do this one hand. One hand. One hand. One.
Could you please stop the thing, sir? I am trying really hard to actually make headway on this. Speaking of which, since I've not done a whole hell of a lot, and I don't have a lot of ammo, I need to make a lot of turret ammo. Actually, kind of depends, because I'm also gonna have to use the other turret. Okay, 400 rounds. Don't fall in the hole. Dadgummit!
Yes, not. Yes. Okay, what time is? Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Bye-bye. Swing.
I am going to leave in. I'm gonna leave in these blocks. Right here.
What? What were you? I don't know. Come down. Really? Grab it. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can't. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna put those in, and I'm gonna leave like one away. Yeah. All right. And then basically put a center aisle down through here. This is gonna be like a typical tower defense, but I'm gonna use some traps and stuff along the sides.
Oh, so how do I make?
How do you make what?
Shotguns. Okay. Yes. Paper. No powder. No shot. Okay. Not that one.
Actually, should I leave a full block right here?
So, but throw back one. Like it ain't.
So they can go all the way around this? Yeah. 13?
What I got? None. Oh god, I can't believe it.
So what's your plan for Horde?
I wanted to build a robotic switch, but I ain't got one. So, the only thing I do is set up one little perch and shoot shit out of things. With no ammo.
With no ammo? I'm right there with you on that one. I am having to... Okay. I'm having to, make turret ammo because it's gonna have to make up for the ammo I don't have.
Okay, 762.
Why did I choose a concrete floor to do this on? Thank you for the extended stream. You're welcome. Just hope y'all enjoy the Horde.
Okay, I gotta make stew.
You enjoy suffering? Yeah, apparently I do. There's just certain things you don't know about yourself until it's a thing. We're going for the Horde? Yeah, it's what everybody was saying. They wanted to keep going until Horde night. Nice, 2 skill points. I need 1 more and I can make myself a motorcycle. Assuming I find all the steel that I need.
Wonderful, alright.
Oh, man. I dehydrate way too fast.
The hell do you mean?
There. Chug a whole bunch of water. And I don't want to hear you fussing later on when you have to pee.
Who you talking to?
Talking to my character. Stingy. Take some coffee with me? That's probably a good idea. This is just one side, I still have to do the other side.
How do you make that?
Nitrate and coal.
And you make that in furnace?
Yeah, you can make it in your pocket too, I think. You don't make it in the furnace. You can make it on the, I think, the workbench, in your pocket, and on the chemistry station. Chemistry station is the best place to make it. You can do it for cheaper. Or am I thinking about a mod? Hang on. Let me be absolutely sure. Yeah, you can craft it in your pocket and the chemistry station. She buried the treasure under a lake with a hoe bag. She was a scuba-ing hoe bag. I think I pulled that one together. Yeah. Certain quotes you just don't want to be remembered by.
No?
Fantastic work. I just dug myself out of that one, right?
Make you some ammo now. I got a whole way set up best I can. Oh, what?
This is the point in the video where I would be cutting and coming back the next day with another video because, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not necessarily saying that I have great ideas, just I have ideas that take a long time to execute. Okay. Keeping that one.
Come on, baby. So how can you make coal?
You can't, you have to dig it up.
Trees.
Yeah, the wasteland trees, but there's... You get so few out of the wasteland trees, it's almost not worth it. Not when you can find coal nodes.
Is that gray or black?
Huh?
On the map.
Black.
Let's find out, man.
Yep. Bam in the wasteland? Uh-oh.
No.
No?
I can't see what she's black, what she's gray.
Hey, I might get one side done before Horde Night, though. Which is good, because then I'll take a couple of days off and do the other side for the next Horde Night. Watch out for Reaper's special woman in the wasteland. Yeah.
Special woman.
Yeah, apparently there's another entity, something or another in the wasteland. That's got a special page with some kind of lore or something on it. Keep this up, Bredicus is gonna get into modding. He's playing with stuff and things.
Why the fuck is it so black?
This is the part of mining that I really don't care for. It's a text from the status effect, but she pays well. Ah. So she has a status effect, but the text in the status effect is interesting. Gotcha.
I don't have nowhere to keep coal. Yeah. What's my room for dark brown?
Iron, I think. Watch, I'm gonna do all of this and the zombies are gonna be so confused that they don't know what to do. It's just not gonna work right, they're just gonna be confused.
I don't see it anywhere. Oh, where is it? Closest.
You found it?
That's not much. Nowhere. Let's see how far it is. 244, so I guess it's pretty close. But I need to look back.
So, do I need to do a poll or something so you guys can bet on whether or not I survive the Horde Night? Seeing as how I have very little ammo, it's a possibility I may not. And the fact that my Horde base is not complete.
Yeah, she knows. She knows what she's doing a lot better than I do. What? It didn't work last time.
Especially if there's an assassin running around.
Yeah. Well.
Well, if somebody chooses to be that kind of person and chooses to kill people during a Horde Night, they're just gonna have to deal with the repercussions. I probably should work on this side. If you decide to play Age of Oblivion... I didn't even finish reading that comment. If you decide to play Age of Oblivion. Repercussions?
We'll give you a concussion.
Yeah. Is that your new merch line, Reaper? Repercussions. that what happens when you get hit in your head really hard? Yep, that's probably what it does.
Okay, I guess it's telling me I'm hungry. Possibly thirsty.
I'm so close to getting this part done. I've got like four more blocks and this section will fall. And I think I'm doing like right under 100 damage per hit. The prediction is up. Let's survive the horde night. Everybody get to bedding. Watch it be held up something out of you. Yeah, it's probably. It'll probably be like a secondary block and they're just butted up against each other, and I think I'm busting through both blocks, but I'm only busting through half the block. Yeah, most likely. But hopefully this side will finally be done. I might hire somebody to do the other side for me. Like, come on. Is there anybody who's doing like a demolition service?
You think so? Okay, look. This thing just gave me. It said, underground lines are markers
Okay.
marked by holes. I'm like, really?
Thank you. She does not want to throw dynamite. No, it'd be easy to throw dynamite and just bust my entire base. Don't do that.
I thought it wasn't tearing up nobody's base.
Reaper got here pretty quick. Well, the problem is it's hard to do damage to a block of someone else's base. The floor will be gone? Yeah. You could ally for now? Turn off the protection? Dude, you don't do anything without protection.
I did. Oh.
Stairs of the kid's bedroom, if only I had known. Aw.
Yeah, for real.
And too real. Ah, real monsters. That was a good show. What? Oh no. I'm out of hydration and food. Dadgummit. My character is just going through food and water. It's just ridiculous. There, take that,
Thirsty.
and
Why don't you get high?
that. Okay.
I got some hell no,
Close it.
though.
Hydration.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So this is our third one. Is that correct?
Yeah. Reaper, you're gonna fall when I bust this. Assuming the stability on this building is proper. There we go. Uh-uh. Oh no, the tour's here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, that side's done.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Oh boy. 8K to sorry. 8K to 0? I accidentally hit him or anything. What's doing that? Ah. You can hit him, he likes it? I'm not gonna try that. Reaper.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna do... Try not to go crazy and shoot Reaper. I didn't go crazy and shoot Reaper. I was set up. So you shot him.
I don't even have wood.
What?
What the hell?
The footage was quite clear. I'm pretty sure that y'all's version of the footage was biased. Oh, dadgummit. Dadgummit. I have to go fix it. Oh my gosh. Why'd I choose to do it this way? Lost my damn mind is what it is. Oh, am I out of repair kits? No, I have it in my pocket. Oh, okay. My bad. My pocket. Okay, and then I guess I could take it this way. Ah! No, I'm still hitting him. It's okay, he can take it. Not gonna do that. It's not just that, I'm also like messing up his armor and stuff. Reaper even now still getting attacked. I am trying really hard not to hit him with this. Honestly, the hitboxes kind of need a bit of an adjustment. You gonna go find another place to live? You didn't have any problems the last time you shot him? I apologized for shooting him. I don't recall the skirt apologizing to anybody now that I think about it, Chaplain. I don't know. Does the skirt be like that though? Oh, okay, gotcha. Poor Reaper's like, I want to saw on something, but I don't know what to saw on because your design makes no sense in my head. I don't need to get these one. I'll have to write an angry letter to him. This is a ridiculous idea at low level.
So why can't it crack? Oh, yeah, well, forged.
He's lulling her into a false sense of security, probably. But if it gets the floor taken care of, I'm okay with this. I'll probably need to take that off of there, too. What? No, I don't think it takes 42 of them to make one. I think you're looking at it wrong.
Well, I got 140.
Uh-huh. All of the blocks I don't want busted are covered. It's 1600. Oh my gosh. I still have to have time to actually upgrade those pieces too. Wait, did everybody bet that I would survive? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay, it's okay. I'm making a fall beast, and, you know, I definitely have everything prepared for the fall part of it. It's because we know her. Guys, y'all seem to have forgotten all the times I have died during a horde. I mean, thank you for your selective memory, I do appreciate it. I'm okay with this. Yeah, the server is on bigger hordes. Nah, I don't die during horde nights, never happens. I don't think you're quite remembering the right way. Alright.
Okay, so how many did I say in that party?
42? You don't know what the points are about? Basically, the longer you watch, the more stuff and things you get, which is kind of like channel points. Well, they are channel points. It's called the stuff and things. So you bet your channel points on whether or not I'll survive a horde. And if you win, you get extra points or extra stuff and things. Oh.
Can you come out?
Hmm? Yeah. don't have enough gunpowder to make more than 29. It's not telling you it's going to use all of it to make that. It's telling you you've only got enough to make 29 altogether. Hi, kitty. You already forgot the murder of Reaper mainly because you don't think you were there for it. And, hey, first off, I didn't. Secondly, just because they remind you of something I supposedly did does not mean that you can ban somebody for not remembering it. For the supposed murder of Reaper. And I never said I didn't kill Reaper. I just said that you guys plotted against me and made it seem like Reaper had shot me first.
Three gunpowder, like you said.
Do you believe me? Well, thanks. No. Well, at least I know the pathing's working. Thank you, Ed. Imagine what we could do if you actually planned anything. If they planned anything. I don't think I'm gonna have time enough to get all this stuff done. Dadgummit, Stamina, please work with me. Very, very close. I still have to get everything fixed, but come on. Be dangerous. Uh-oh. Don't hit that. That's not reinforced. Don't touch it. I have zombies playing around on my stuff and things. You live dangerous? Okay, gotcha. Finn's not that bad. He's responding to his training well. That's good.
Alright.
22. Oh boy. Yeah. CHEN. This should show up. you can't make beakers, sadly. It's one of the few things that are loot only. You got like 4? There's a mod to be able to make beakers. Because in a lot of cases, a lot of mods are not server-side only. I'm not sure if that one is a server-side only. Ah! Just trying really hard to move over. It didn't work so well. I just yeet it off the side. It's fine. I should get off of this. Come on, stamina, work with me here. It's so close. It's almost done. Nice. Can I get close? Yeah, I still have to. I don't even have any of the other parts of this thing ready. Eat. Okay. Okay, cobblestone. At least cobblestone. Even if I can't use that part of the thing because I have to use this part up here or something, at least this section is done, so next horde I can definitely get the rest of it done. I don't even think I've got enough to make extra cobblestone.
Base, no matter what base.
Just go ahead and start crafting it. I'm gonna probably need it.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm taking a break though.
That's entirely up to you.
Big jet.
Okay, now the only issue is I was going to... At this point over here, I was planning on knocking out part of the center part, so I don't need to upgrade parts of this. Do... that, maybe? I'm just gonna put these guys in here with wood to start with, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the next part. I wanted to make some of these areas a whole lot thinner and then put jumping spots so there's a chance for them to get knocked off. Then... I don't quite have enough time for that. I could do... you... right here. Right there. Oh no, this one never got taken out. They shouldn't go for it, but they probably will. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to back up into the other parts of the horde base. I don't think I have enough time now. Okay. Dadgummit. I don't have any iron on me? No! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Weapons? Bullets? I don't have time. After all that work, I don't have enough time. I don't have everything I need for it. It doesn't have walls. Do that. Can't actually do anything through there, I don't think. It's fine. Just stay there for a second. Did he just... he fell through the planet again, guys. He fell all the way down. Anybody got any zombies yet? Yes. Would you like some of my zombies? You know, the problem is we're in the same town, and we're probably near enough to the same chunk it's not spawning both of our zombies in. It's all quiet here. Would you like some of my zombies? Yeah. Welcome. Ah! Oh my gosh! Yeah, welcome back. Don't do that bouncy around the things and stuff. What? Please, more 762. That's not what I was looking for, but alright. I have a whole one of those left. Yeah, it's probably a cap. If you and I paired together during the horde night, we would probably get more zombies, because right now it's splitting them up too many times. Too many ways. You might get some after I get done with my wave. Dadgummit. All of yours just despawned to go somewhere else? That was weird. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait, the shadow was freaking me out. Freaking hit him, dude! Right in front of you. Right in front of you. There you go. Okay, I'll just go over here. Wind up shooting my turret. They're all Karens? Oh no. I'm still shooting the one that's alive. Okay. That will definitely help. I've got a bird. Come on. You're eating up a zombie. Where are you? is a bad spot for you.
Come on, girl.
No, no, do not write his face over that. Come on, bird. Bird. No. No, 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 no. Do not do that. Musk, I need my iron. Did I pick up my iron? No. There's my iron.
Got you in the booby.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop it.
I don't have anything for infections.
Why you trying to do
Ow. Spawn demolisher, yeah, please don't. No, no, nope. Get out from there, sir. Okay, bring this back out. Don't do it. Daggum you. I was almost done reloading that and you made me start all the way over. Please stop the things. She's trying to let them in. Stop. Get. Hurry. Daggum you. I was really hoping for some more 7.62 ammo. Made all that stuff for the other turret and I couldn't go get the other turret. Get in the cheek. You are not dead, dude.
Hi, brother. Listen to
Frank! Dude, I'm sorry, I don't have my beans right now. Well, we know without a shadow of a doubt that, okay, that path is working. They are coming up here with no problems at all. No, you guys are trying to force him through there? Don't do it. Now's my time to check to see whether or not this is any 762. No. I think my horde might be over, except I've got a bird flying around. Let me go take care of it. Come here. There you are. Okay, mine is over, so maybe somebody else can get theirs.
Everybody's slow.
Is it? Okay. Okie dokie. Now to get this area fixed. This stuff over here is going to be for like some electric fences or something like that. But this over here, I actually wanted to make it like one wide here so I could put some bars over it and force them to jump the bars and occasionally fall.
Where you going, girl? Yay! I live. My ranging base work.
So what level are you?
6. Me too.
Okay, let me go check one more time to see whether or not I actually have anything for infection. I don't think I saw anything.
I got it. Just die.
Dang.
Just saying.
I mean, yeah, it works, but... nope. I don't have anything. Why are you sniffing my nose? Alright, we're probably just gonna give like another hour in-game for everybody to clean up or put up or whatever it is that you need to do before we end it.
I lived.
You lived!
I'm so happy.
Yeah, just to hear.
What?
I might take it back one more, but just to hear. Where's the punch turret? I've got one. Or are you talking about one of the specialized turrets? Somebody stole Punchy? Uh-oh. Did it phase through the planet? That would not be the first time something like that happened.
I can't believe I'm in. Just can't believe it. Just so happy.
You can't believe it? It was on there the last time. Nobody else can pick up your turret. So if you can't see it and it's not somewhere on your map or something, it despawned or phased through the planet or whatever you call it whenever 7 days does one of its feature things. Okay, now I just need to find out whether or not this particular block is pathable. Somebody stole Punchy. Nobody else can pick up your turret. Maybe. Okay. Hold on. Let me do the center one. Not that one.
Okay, what now? Sorry. Alright. Whew. I can't believe it. It's just freaking awesome.
Oh, slacks. I don't need it replaced. Oh, why am I in here? Apparently my character feels like being a pirate. Stop and get out of the thing! I've already hit it like twice. Oh, I kept hitting T instead of... Okay, never mind. That was my fault. My bad. Arr. Nah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I had you worried there for a second. Nobody else is worried.
Okay, I need to do that. I need to make sure they can jump that, though.
Worried there for a second, too. Chicken.
These don't need to have the sides on. It's going to go down to like a half a block, or a block, and then that, and then we'll see. Thank you, Death Source. I appreciate it. It's actually a very enjoyable mod. I can't wait to actually make it back down to the desert again, but I feel like I need to do some, you know, some work on my character before I go back down there. The problem is it takes a while for the work to pay off. And I'm impatient to go back down there. You bet it was this arch villainous of the foot that stole Punchy. So the arch nemesis to the skirt is the foot. Wait, can I put a block right here? Yes, good, okay. Because that's just weird. There we go. See the post you left in Discord? Are you, which one? I get a lot of posts in Discord, that's the reason I'm asking which one specifically. I think we can go to...
Didn't know if it worked. Without the robotic sledge.
Let me see. See if I can find it. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Nothing there. Nothing there.
There is a city here.
Nothing there.
I don't know which one's closer. Jen or this? I just need to deal with this.
Nothing there.
Not moving again.
7 days.
So there's a trade war.
Which?
Oops.
The one about the map mod? Map mod. Somebody's walking around my base. It's probably a zombie. It's in the suggestions. Okay, thank you. Suggestions.
I think that's one right there.
Escape from New York. Yeah, I read this. I was gonna look into it. There's... Okay. Is it like spawning into the middle of a city and attempting to escape? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, it ain't time yet. What the fuck?
Okay, let me Guys, let me know whenever y'all are ready to shut the server down. Are you working on a thing?
It's only 1K away from my house also. What the fuck?
Or should I do... Yeah, do that. And then... Yes, please come tell me whether or not those blocks are... Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Too early.
Nice. Okay. That answers that question.
Okay, so I need to let's find me somewhere close to you.
He finally made it. Oh. No, he didn't. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. You can play in New York City. You saying there's a map that looks like New York City?
It's on the beach.
Is he actually gonna make it over here? There you go! Thank you. I was starting to wonder.
Two. Well, I got you.
Yes, with the post. Okay, alright. Whoa.
I hear a fucking zombie, but I don't see him.
Here comes its successor to the Ultimate City map, the New York Undead. New York Undead 2. This map is not an update, it's a completely new map with a different build positions. Info. This time I used the world generator Tarragon, which supports all new Alpha 20 street tiles, as you can see in the picture. So almost the whole map is now covered with a brand new Alpha 20 street system. Again, I added many streets and buildings by hand in the world editor so that the Great Yacht is back. Gameplay info. The whole map is a burnt, devastated city, so you'll need as much experience to master the ultimate survival trip. The good thing is, the map has many big buildings and is a real paradise for looters and recommended for players who like to switch off the loot respawn. Tip, go to the Central Park. It's the only green and safe oasis in the map. Is that what you think about it? Just tell us how you feel. Okay. You sure? You alright? She's ottering, by the way. She's ottering. No trader file, co-op sessions. Nice. Now, does this use very many custom POIs? Because I don't see anything about it having the custom POIs. I see the yacht though. Generated worlds, app folder, not showing up, just entire. That is a really cool map. I have no idea what kind of FPS you would get running that kind of map though. But then again, I'm planning on wiping the game after I get done with the next playthrough, so it would be interesting to see whether or not I can run it after a fresh reinstall. Alright, let me put it on a bigger screen. I'm sitting here trying to show it to my screen, but it's basically a map of New York. That is really freaking cool. But the whole map is New York. If you're trying to do an escape from New York, would you be trying to get to a specific area? I've never watched the movie. Have you ever watched Escape from New York? With Kurt Russell?
Well, yeah, ages ago.
I don't think I ever watched it. Kitty, you're gonna fall off again. We're not doing this. Can I have my arm spot back? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and head back upstairs though. We're really progressing far into the next day. And I'm gonna go ahead and log out because my infection's getting pretty bad.
I'm not logging out yet.
Okay, everybody's got a little bit more time. I'll just go ahead and log out though.
What? I ain't gonna be long. But I might still stream. I don't know.
Are you wanting to continue streaming?
Huh?
Are you wanting to continue streaming?
Wait, this? No, I want to end this one.
No, I mean, are you wanting to continue streaming afterwards so I know who to raid?
Oh. So you
Okay. What level did he make it to? He said he made it to 16.
16.
Yeah. Kind of like I Am Legend, but in regards to being able to play it as a like goal-oriented playthrough, what would be the goal of playing in a New York City? Well, aside from all of the loot all of the time, the whole thing, but there would have to be like another... the reason I say that is because after we've been to this point, I've kind of gotten to the idea that every time that I play a playthrough, I need to have a goal in mind, so I know when the playthrough is done. Like with, dadgummit. With the Wasteland one, after I find the vault, I'm done. Just because I don't want to spoil too much of it, because I'm sure that they're still in the works, so I don't want to spoil the entire rest of the mod that they might be coming up with for the next alpha.
I want to spoil the rest of it.
I finished petting her and I've got the hairs all over my fingers and it just like explodes all over the place. Not sure if you guys can see that, it's everywhere. Just realized my hair's been weird this entire time, nobody told me. Oh well. Anyway. Like basically having a goal, like reaching an extraction point or making it to a specific day so extraction happens. I did have the original idea whenever I played Age of Oblivion, I was going to do a National Geographic kind of thing and put out a comic book along with it. Where, well not a comic book, but kind of like a comic book where I went around and identified all of the creatures that were in Age of Oblivion because there were so many. And turning them into like a comic book style thing that I was going to give to people. It didn't quite work that way because I had no idea what the hell I was doing and I was ill prepared, so I figured next alpha I can hold on to that. No other content creators steal my idea. That's my idea. If I see it, I'm coming after you. No, I'm joking. Bless you. And of course, whenever you play Darkness Falls, the goal is of course the end bunker thing. But if you're going to play a vanilla playthrough with a specific map, there should really be like a goal of some sort. 5 million farm plots. Bring the green back. And thank you, Reaper, for helping me out. I wish I could have actually used that section. It did not happen. I did not have enough time to do the rest of it, but I definitely would not have gotten that far. That took a frustratingly long enough time. Huh? The bill is in the mail. Gotcha. Did I include extra charges for assaulting your staff? He only got a tiny bit pickaxed. Just a tiny bit, and I bandaged him. Gangs of New York styles take over the city. How would you do that in a single playthrough, though, unless you added NPCs? And sad to say, the NPCs, even though they're cool, they eat up a lot of frame rate. Thank you for confessing. That's not a confession. Blaster, if you think that's a confession, I don't think you've ever been to a confession. Of course, neither have I. I've seen them on Supernatural, though. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Did do a Christmas yeah, the Christmas one, there was a goal in it. I had to go after a Santa sleigh and stuff. Yeah, if y'all guys happen to have an idea, that map looks really cool. I would love to load it up and see how it looks. You know, see how it runs, but if I actually do it as a playthrough, I need to have like a... Let me brainstorm on that and see if I can come up with one, because the movie is cool, but the goal then would be to try and escape, but if there's nothing outside of the thing, or if the whole goal is to try and put together a gyro like it was in Dishong, I don't know, it could be like another Dishong challenge, just don't touch the ground because there's too many zombies on the ground. Never touch the ground outside. That floor is lava is what somebody said before.
Okay. Not.
You're a qualified judge and priest. You're just adding to that repertoire. You're also the keeper of the Book of Lore. How long is your resume, Blaster? I'm just curious. You're a recovering Catholic. Alright, fair enough.
Stop making all that damn noise, Mom. Thank you.
Me?
No, not you.
Okay.
Mom, you know better than me.
It unfolds and rolls off into the distance, cartoon style. So do, like, demon deals and stuff like that, so... Are you sure? Everyone should have stayed on while you're waiting for BAM to get off so you can shut it down? Nah.
Yes, I'm gonna
I
get
have-
off. Leave me alone.
I'm not saying it! I had an infection. I needed to sign out. Otherwise, I needed to go out and look for something to cure the infection before it got too much worse. It's already to the point where a honey won't fix it. So...
Jesus Christ.
I still feel like it's too dark. Hang on. I'm gonna play with it for a second. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Huh?
It was too dark. One of the things was turned off and then turned back on. Basically, it acts like it's off, but it's really on, so you have to turn it off and turn it back on for it to work properly again. I don't understand. I did not have this many complications with the other one, but this has got a whole lot more features, so... It's fine. There it goes.
Okay, now I'm done.
Log back in and shoot him.
Shoot who? Me?
I think they're talking about you, yeah.
You can't. I'm on that 16.
So, are you going to continue streaming?
Yes.
You gonna go take a break first?
Yes.
Okay.
You gonna sit there and talk while I take a break?
Yeah. Are you gonna continue to play 7 days, or are you gonna play the other one that you just got back yesterday?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Bam got one of his games running that wasn't running right. I'm glowing.
Well, good night, Natasha. Thank you for being here watching these eyeballs.
I used the holy light.
Huh?
I used Lumos. Holy light.
There's a light and it's got a big ass hole in it.
No, my camera wasn't operating right, and I was sitting here looking at the camera and saying, you know, it does not seem like it's as bright as it's supposed to be, so I fixed it, and now everybody's acting like they're blind.
Well, why?
Yeah, I am very, very pale. It is winter time. Spring is on the horizon.
Yeah, no shit. You can't shoot it. Alright, be right back.
When you turn it on, it's like, holy shit, exactly. But this is like more natural colors and stuff. It looked too dark for me. Yeah, that's more normal.
Maybe.
I have a hair standing up.
Yeah, maybe.
There it is. Would you go take your break? You just wanted to be in my camera because you want everybody to look at your pretty face.
No, I'm just Tanner.
You're just Tanner?
Tanner. You know,
He's
it's not my
Tanner.
name. Tanner.
Okay. Could be worse, like my camera, it's awful. Well, I had a camera before, and, well, obviously I couldn't change the lighting very much, but this one's got lighting and features and stuff. It's just, it chooses when to work. Like, the background screens that I can put on look really, really cool in the videos and everything, but then it just shuts the whole camera off when it decides to stop working. So... Liz, can you tell Finn to be nice? Be nice, Finn. Be a good boy, Finn. And the boogie hanging from his nose? Bam, have you got boogie hanging from your nose?
Probably not.
Probably not. Check. Yeah.
No. No, I do not.
No? Okay. He says he does not have to boogie.
I usually try to be clean with a clean white V-neck t-shirt.
You just can't stop yourself, can you? Mm-mm.
Oh, I want to start doing what you do. So I'm gonna start doing that kind of content.
You gonna start doing reactionary content? If I'll be honest with you, if I was a streamer that streamed for 8 hours at a time, I would do reactionary content because I would need something to fill the time. Like when I'm recharging, just reacting to somebody else's content would give me a chance to recharge.
Oh.
You would look into that and find out if it's something with the software. I think it's more the software gets buggy whenever Windows updates, which I've come to realize that's what the problem is. And the other part is from what I can tell, you can overdo your USB hubs. Like there's only so much your USBs will allow as far as information going back and forth and powering and stuff like that. And I guess my camera is just one too far whenever I add the screen in the background. So an 8-hour stream as we build up to a 24-hour stream. I don't know, maybe whenever we go to like an anniversary or something like that, we'll do a longer stream and I'll put out for some sort of content that we can react to vary it up, and then we'll get a list of games. But I don't think it would be a 24-hour stream. At tops, I would say an 8-hour stream with a couple of breaks. Better still 8 24-hour streams?
Now I'll be right.
No. Oh, by the way, were you thinking of a physical comic or a digital one? I was thinking about a digital one. Most of my stuff is digital anyway. It would give the people abilities to like download it and put it together as kind of a, hey, one time you remember that series somebody did? And yeah, this is the stuff that we got from it. Basically, it was going to be a cheesy comic, something or another. But I got so overwhelmed with the actual mod that I didn't actually do it. But now that I know about the mod, I'll be ready for it next time. You used to draw comics? I have never been really good at drawing comics. I did a lot of drawing. I took a lot of classes. Most of my high school stuff was classes. I was enrolled in a college for art before I found out I was pregnant with my oldest. I wish I knew how to draw comics. Hey, Gray, do you... Just out of curiosity, have you had any recent art that you did? Like, if I was to ask you to draw a comic-style VTuber model of me, could you do that? Not for free, obviously. Yeah, hit me up in Discord if that's something that interests you. We don't have to talk about it right now, but if it's something that you're interested in, let me know. I have got a lot to learn before I actually go full force, but I also need to find an artist that I know can do it. Am I going to still call the zombie thick? I don't... It'll be a while before I do again. You watched Shawoodle's last fundraiser stream, you ended up drinking halfway through it. Okay. I'm not Chaplin. Perfect time to change the subject. So, what did you guys think about the Hogwarts game? Because it's kind of like a... It's an interesting take. I think they did a really good job on it. Yeah. It seems like a game where they did, I don't know what Skyrim does for fantasy, what The Witcher does for their world. This one definitely brought the Harry Potter to life, that's for sure. Yeah, they did a whole lot to distance themselves from all of that. They gave a lot of options. We haven't quite gotten to that part, but there are a lot of characters that are very significant in the game with alternate views to Rowling's views and stuff like that. I think they did a lot of work towards that. I think they did. It's fine, Gray. You don't have to worry about it. You never watched any of the movies or the books? That's chill. There's a lot of people who didn't grow up with all that stuff. I did. It was odd. Will I be continuing it? Yes. You've been playing it for a couple of days. It seems to be well done. Really like the story so far. I think they did a really good job with doing the world. There are some glitches to be found every now and then. I've seen a couple of people have glitches, but there's a lot of really cool stuff to find, though. There's a big patch today that improves performance. That's good. There's only a couple of times I had problems with lag, except for, of course, during the stream because I was streaming and recording and running the game at the same time. Tried to watch the first 3, gave the 3 to Hook, and it gives kids reading, though. It's a good thing. I watched the 3rd movie, then I went back and read the book. Then I read all of the books that were up until that point, and then I went back and watched the movies. Every game has glitches. Yeah, every game has glitches. Am I going to try the Forest 2? I would like to try the Forest 2. I've got a few people who want to play the game along with me. I don't know if that's actually going to happen because getting all of them in a schedule together, it's my 2 children and one of their friends. All of them are looking forward to the game, and I was like, well, we could all play together because it's not a great game to play by yourself. Well, I don't know if that one's a great game to play by yourself. The Forest was an okay game, but whenever I play a game that's got building and stuff, I want to work really hard to build a large build, not work really hard to build something tiny. To me, that's just frustrating, and that's more of a game you just build what you only need, and you grind to get only what you need. So that was the only part that I didn't really care about the first one. I love the story of it, and I think the second one's going to be even better.
I'm back.
But if we don't get a chance to, I do hope to stream that as well. So the streaming schedule might change up a lot. We'll just have to see how it goes. Did you decide what you were going to play? Are you changing your title? Nice. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for any changes. I'll try to make sure that I update the schedule on the actual scheduling thing. And I'll also attempt to try and continue keeping everything on the Discord as well. I just usually use, if I'm going to put it out on... If I'm going to do it on Twitch, it's usually on that schedule. If it's going to be on YouTube, I'll talk about it on YouTube. If it's for Patreon, I usually talk about it on Patreon. And just like a mishmash of everything else goes on Discord.
What? You talking about changing?
Sons of the Forest is coming out this month.
Scheduling. What are you talking about scheduling?
Adding in a different game.
Different day.
I have no idea. now that I've actually got, by the way, now that I'm using DaVinci Resolve, I should have made the switch a long time ago, but now that I'm using it, since it's a free software for the base version, I've got it on both PCs, and I've got this PC that's actually uploading my VODs, and that PC uploading my regular videos, and I managed to get 5 videos done in one day. And 4 of those were VODs. So, all of the VODs are fisting to hit the channel very, very shortly. If you didn't know, I have a YouTube channel and I have a VODs channel for all of these. If you've missed one and you want to go back and watch them, they are on YouTube.
Okie dokie.
Are you sorted? Are you sorted?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're fisting a raid Bam because he's going to be playing the other game?
Yeah.
Alright, because he's supposed to be playing a game that he has not played in a few months because it was kind of messed up. We reinstalled it and all kinds of stuff, and he's got it working again. So he's very interested to start playing it again. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!